Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, beneath the red lights of Paris, we tell the story of a child who was ordered to become the man his father had imagined, but who became something far more extraordinary. His name was John. In a hospital room at 9:43, John entered the world in the summer of '56. Don Andrés raised his glass and proudly declared, "My son will be strong, my son will carry my name, my son will become a great man." John grew beneath a heavy hand, with rules like iron and dreams chosen for him. "You will study what I studied, you will walk as I walked, you will never embarrass me. Do you understand?" John lowered his eyes and quietly answered, "Yes, Father." Be a great man, stand straight and tall, never show weakness, never stumble or fall. But the heart has a language no command can control. You may dress up the body, but you cannot disguise the soul. Years later, John left home with one suitcase, a train ticket and a secret dream. He traveled across the ocean to Paris, France, where the streets glowed with music, theater, and light. At first he sang in little cafes, where nobody knew his name. He danced in smoky clubs, wore beautiful costumes, and painted his lips before stepping onto the stage. Every night, John became more fearless. Every night, the applause became louder. A little glitter, a little lipstick, a feather in the hair, and suddenly Paris discovered the performer the world had been waiting for. His photograph appeared on theater posters. His name shone above the boulevard. Crowds lined the streets to see him perform. Artists admired him, newspapers praised him. John had become a famous cabaret star, elegant, daring, and impossible to forget. The audience called him the Grand Gentleman of Paris. But behind the velvet curtains, after the final song, John still remembered his father's voice. "You must become a great man." He became a great man, but not the one they planned. He conquered Paris with a microphone in his hand. The world saw his courage, his beauty and art, but fame cannot silence the hunger of the heart. One winter evening, Don Andrés traveled to Paris without sending a letter. He entered the cabaret during John's greatest performance. The orchestra stopped, the spotlight widened, and there, at the center of the stage, stood a glamorous performer, wearing a jeweled gown, long gloves, and a brilliant smile. John looked into the audience and saw his father. For a moment, the entire room went silent. Then John slowly approached him. "Hello, Father. How have you been? Do you not recognize me? It is John, your child, the great man!" Don Andrés stood frozen. He could not understand that the child he had tried to control had become someone celebrated throughout Europe.
But instead of embracing John, he turned away. He left the cabaret without saying a word. And from that night forward, he refused to speak to him. People fear the mirror when the truth appears. They hide behind anger, tradition, and tears. But nature is powerful, and love must be free. No father can decide who his child is meant to be. The years passed, John continued performing, but the letters home stopped. Andrés grew older, and his anger slowly became regret. He kept newspaper clippings hidden inside a drawer, photographs of John on the Paris stage, reviews praising his talent, crowds celebrating his name. Andrés read every article, but pride kept him silent. Then one morning, the telephone rang. A voice from Paris said, "Mr. Andrés, we are calling about your child." John had become seriously ill. The brilliant lights of the cabaret grew dim. The dressing room stood empty, but costumes remained hanging beside the mirror. In a hospital room in Paris, during the summer of 1986, John took his final breath. There were flowers from actors, musicians, and admirers from around the world. But beside the bed was an empty chair, the chair reserved for his father. John had lived as a celebrated artist. He had filled theaters, changed hearts, and inspired people to live without shame. Yet the person who
The theater is alive again, not with tears, but with music. The orchestra begins to play. The chandeliers glow brighter than ever. Every table is filled. Actors, dancers, painters, musicians. Every soul whose life John once touched has returned. At the center of the stage, an empty chair, John's chair. No one sits there, no one ever will. His pearls rest beside a single red rose. His microphone remains waiting, as though he might walk through the curtain one more time. Frederick slowly rises, he lifts his glass. The entire theater becomes silent. Tonight, we are not drinking because John died. We are drinking because John lived. To freedom, the audience answers. To freedom, to humanity. To humanity. To acceptance. To acceptance. To love. And finally, to Don Andrés. Not because he was perfect, but because every parent who refuses to see their child must one day learn to live with a silence that never stops speaking. No punishment is greater than remembering the embrace you never gave. No prison is darker than an empty chair that waits forever. John no longer carries pain. Now that burden belongs to his father. Frederick lowers his glass, then smiles. But Paris, stories never truly end. They simply change costumes. Tonight we close one curtain. Tomorrow another one rises. A figure slow confident, covered in silk. No fear remains, no disguise, no apologies. Frederick watches with a smile. Ladies and gentlemen, you once knew my dearest friend by another name. No more hiding, no more pretending. Tonight, Madame Butterfly is finally born. Not because the world gave permission, because she finally gave it to herself. The orchestra explodes, bandoneon, violins. The audience rises to its feet. Champagne fills every glass. Paris applauds once again. To every soul who was told they would never belong, to every child still waiting for one embrace, to every parent who still has time to choose love instead of fear, raise your glasses. Not for perfection, not for appearances, not for the life someone else imagined. Raise them for truth, for courage, for compassion, for humanity, for freedom, for love. John became, but every great story opens the door for another tomorrow. Paris belongs.